Hey movie lovers, 80s babies, and cult classic connoisseurs. If you clicked on this video, then you know what's coming your way. Today we're talking about a beloved 80s golden moldy oldie, Peter Jackson's Bad Taste. Get ready for a bunch of guys running around doing some pretty bad acting, low budget action, and a butt exposed, vomit slurping aliens. It's coming right up.
Tasty.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us for another episode of Two Grumpy Reviewers. Today we're going to be discussing a cult classic by Peter Jackson, famous director, everyone knows who he is. This is a cult classic by the title of Bad Taste, made in 1987, starring Peter Jackson and all of his buddies.
That's so true. That's so true. That's a great way to put that.
It's true, right?
It's true. Starring all of his buddies,
right?
Nameless buddies.
So check out. You just can't make this stuff up. Check out the premise of this movie. Okay, this is the synopsis that they have up on IMDb, I believe. G-men investigate a group of aliens whom are abducting New Zealanders to put on their intergalactic menu. I may have botched that a little bit, but that's basically the premise. You know,
they're going to eat them.
Yeah, there's this secret government agency that goes in search of aliens whom are abducting people so that they can put them on their intergalactic space menu. I guess like a intergalactic McDonald's of some sort. I'm assuming.
Like instead of the CIA, they're the AIDS.
Well, they call me. Yeah, it's true. They call them the AIDS organization, which
Yes.
I'm sure was done, with their tongue placed firmly in their cheeks. So this film, what was interesting about this movie is it was made by young Peter Jackson and his buddies, of course. It was made with a budget of $25,000, and it grossed $150,000 at that time. So for the 80s, that's pretty damn good if you're an independent filmmaker. So this was, I want to say this is like the film that pretty much launched his career.
Yes.
That gave studios and ideas to what he's capable of with such a small budget. So that's
well,
very
I
impressive.
also think it shows, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think based on the budget and what the movie made, I think it showed how much they supported him.
Yep.
In New Zealand, they really supported his career.
And
that's a lot of money for back then.
What's really interesting about this film is you see it in the movie.
You do.
You see everyone's passion in this film. That they all try really hard to entertain you as an audience.
It's fun.
And it's a lot of fun to watch. All of his friends that came out in this movie, Mike Minette, Peter O'Hearn, whom unfortunately we learned passed away, in
2010.
2010, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. It also starred one of his friends, Terry Potter, and Craig Smith, whom is the character referred to as Boy at some point.
Calling him the boy. Get the boy. Bring the boy. I'm like, he's a grown-ass man.
Yeah,
Stop calling him a boy,
The dude was like in his late 20s, maybe early 30s.
At least mid-30s.
And they're calling him the boy, but whatever.
Bring the boy. It was awesome.
And of course, this movie's got it all. It's got all the cheesy effects. All the aliens look really cool and kind of hokey the way they're lumbering around and everything.
I love the aliens. When they burst finally out of the human skin.
Human form,
I love it. He's got the little butt sticking out, like a baboon, the shoulders out.
Well, you know what else is really cool is it was interesting to learn, doing our research, that Peter Jackson did most of the special effects.
He did.
The practical effects. He did, the molds, the sculptures, for the aliens, and so their eyes and their mouths moving. Really cool, kind of like a la Ninja Turtles, like 90s Ninja Turtles type movie, like the classic animatronic look. I love it. I love that kind of stuff. It was great. And apparently,
he co-wrote, he directed,
he did.
Acted in it, and he did the effects. Well, I mean, when you've only got $25,000 and you got to do what you mom cooking the food for everybody, and what you do what you got to do.
Exactly.
You know this as a filmmaker.
Yes.
You do all of your own effects in your films, and so you know what it's like, and it elongates the budget, but it makes that budget tighter.
Yes.
It puts more off of your money, but not in as much as the movie's budget. It actually takes it out of your
your
money.
And a lot of times, even just because you're working with a small budget doesn't mean that there's not a lot of time that's being donated, because it's a fact.
Right.
Even though you manage to make a film for let's say $5,000-$10,000, there's still a lot of donations being made. A lot of people are donating their time, their homes, their vehicles,
their own clothing. So that becomes your wardrobe department.
Their own props.
The women come with their own makeup cases, so they end up doing, and that's expensive. I don't care who you are. Makeup is always expensive.
Yeah.
So whenever you get females that are, like, hey, I'll do my own makeup, and you're like, oh, thank God.
Right.
That's
another thing. Another thing I noticed about Bad Taste is I don't believe seeing a single woman.
I don't think I saw
entire
one
film.
female in there. It was a testosterone movie, and I still liked it.
Not that it's a bad thing.
Oh, it is.
Independent.
It's sexist. They don't like women.
Well, I don't think they were thinking about that.
Yes, they were. They're like, we're not getting bitches involved.
My honest opinion, when you see this film, you'll understand. My honest opinion was there was either hardly any women around that they could recruit for this movie, or women probably took one look at their concept and was like, ew, they drink vomit? Ew,
whatever.
What? I'm not going to...
No girls, it's ridiculous. It is. But fun.
Right.
It's a lot of fun.
And that's right. You heard me correctly. They do drink vomit at some point in this movie.
They do.
And you need to see this film for
yourself.
yourself.
And the guns are ridiculous. As a girl who knows nothing about guns, they're ridiculous. You have to admit that.
Well,
you hear how plastic they are when they're messing with them. You're just like, oh, it's
not true. Not true. They're made of metal. Okay, I did a little bit of research on that. Peter Jackson fabricated a lot of the weapons and the special effects for that movie, so it's either
cheesy.
It's either bullshit or I don't know, because half of Hollywood is bullshit. Everybody knows it.
Yes.
That's just the way it is. It's no
but
secret.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you don't have to like sci-fi to enjoy this.
Yeah, that's true, because it's a good. It's a mishmash of things. It's sci-fi. It's horror. It's a comedy. It's a parody. You'll see what they're making fun of in the movie. We don't want to give that away.
It's ridiculous. I love the brain.
That was cool.
That was awesome. You have to. If you don't like anything else in this, you have to like the head flap.
Yeah,
people who've already seen it go, oh, that's great. It is. That part was great. It's ridiculous.
And it's so ridiculous how the character. I mean, even when you're watching the movie, right, the entire time, even though you know that the whole premise is ridiculous and it's slapstick and it's not to be taken seriously, still the entire time you're watching the movie, you're like, how in the hell is putting bits and pieces back into your head gonna help fix your brain?
It made him walk better when he got it in.
Well, that's true.
Remember how he was wobbling and then he pokes it in and then kind of ties it off, and he's like, oh, now I can walk straight up.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, now I can think it better.
Because pushing in your brain matter, just fixes it all.
Not only pushing in pieces of your own brain matter, but pushing in pieces of other people's brain matter
he did
back
do that
into your
at one
head.
Point. It was awesome.
Apparently that works. So if you're ever missing bits and pieces of your brain,
and it's falling out,
it's okay.
Just grab the closest guy's brain matter and shove it in. You're going to be all right.
You'll be just fine. So
you gotta love it.
Yeah, no,
you do. This movie has earned its cult following.
Yes,
it has earned Peter Jackson his career.
Yes,
and from what I have always heard, he's a phenomenal person.
Yeah, this is true. I've heard a lot of rumors
about good things about him.
He is a great man. And it's obvious. It's obvious when you look at his career, when you look at everything that he's done. All the people's lives that he's impacted, that he's helped. He's helped a lot of careers. He's helped a lot of people. He still. And
this is his second movie that we did.
That's true.
This is his second one.
Because we also reviewed Frighteners, which you guys should check out.
And we're going to do the other one, my favorite, Dead Alive.
Of course.
Which is Brain Dead, a.k.a. Brain Dead.
How can you forget Dead Alive? Anyhow, I'm a huge Peter Jackson fan.
Me too.
So that's why I tend to
everything.
Obviously,
he does.
I'm a little bit biased here.
Yeah.
However, even though I'm biased, I gotta be honest. This movie is fairly low rent, so please be warned. Understand going into this. Don't think, oh, Peter Jackson made this, so it's it's way up here. Understand, this plays out like a student film. Okay, so
it does.
So don't set your standards
low,
and you'll be fine,
and you'll love it.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's from the '80s. It's his first film. It's
successful film, by the way.
Successful, very low budget, low rent, cheese galore. Yep. It oozes all over the screen. There's cheese.
Let me tell you, as independent filmmakers ourselves, one can only dream of quadrupling your profit, or getting your money back and then some.
Yeah.
One can only dream of that.
Yes.
So to make a film for $25,000 and make $100 and gross $150,000. Whether
that's
it's
impressive.
Whether it's on DVD or in theaters, that is impressive, man. That there's something to be said about that. That basically tells studios, that basically tells investors, hey,
you can make a profit.
They can bring in the money.
Well, and that's funny that you had mentioned that, because this is pre-DVD and pre-VHS release. That is strictly what they made, getting butts in the seat at the theater.
Oh wow!
That
16 millimeter.
That is true. Actual profit for them, so that's pretty impressive.
Exactly.
When you look at that's butts in the seat.
Right. So when you don't factor in all the VHS rentals and sales,
DVD sales,
and assuming it was on beta or Laserdisc,
and all the merch that goes with everything today, oh, we struck a deal with this shoe company and all the Avengers are going to be on everybody's shoes for school. It's none of that. This is strictly sales and tickets of people that went in the theater to see that. That's impressive.
And we should also mention that the Beatles themselves make a cameo appearance in this film, so you got to see this for yourself to understand what we're talking about.
That's not even fair.
Yeah, it is. No, but it's true. Am I lying?
Stop
me when I lie.
It's true.
Stop me when I lie.
That's awesome.
So hold me to my word. Stop me when I lie.
It's awesome.
So if you guys see this movie and you call me a liar, well, hey, I didn't lie.
That's okay.
So you got to see it for yourself.
So comment below if you like this and like our video, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so that you know when we release our 2 videos every single week, so we can keep doing this for you guys.
Yes, please keep following us. We appreciate your support. We love you all. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And take care.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.